All right, YouTube, welcome back to Tom's Garage. Got a real quick one for you guys today. I'm sitting here messing with these new gears for this Mustang. Got it set at 373 gears, set on a Yukon diff, and something real quick come to mind. And I was just going over my wrenches as far as the new what was it? Oh, Craftsman. Forgive me, getting old. The Craftsman V Series, and also the Overdrive. I just wanted to see the fitment because if you've been there, for all my techs that's been there, you know that trying to get these torqued down, get this ring torqued down could be a little bit of a bear sometimes, depending on what you got to work with. And I'm just in the garage right now, so not like I'm in the shop. But let's get into it. So when I wanted to try out, I wanted to just check the fitment between a couple of the wrenches. And I'll usually make a Harbor Freight icon video or something from Harbor Freight, but everything's, I like Harbor Freight, some things, and I like many different things. So with that being said, let's see what we got here. So the first one I tried was the icon. I'm gonna grab an icon out of the box here, and this is the what they call an anti-slip, but naturally we're not gonna use the opening. We're gonna use the box end. So what I did was I wanted to see how much clearance in between this fastener and this little lip right here without actually getting bound up or anything like that. Of course, you wouldn't grab a ratcheting wrench because everybody knows that's not going to fit. So I started with this one. I said, this is a, 19 millimeter? Yeah, 19 millimeter. So I'm looking in there right in between this space here just to see. You got a little play. And you guys know from my previous videos, I always said I try to look for something that it give me a little bit more security. And this is a 12 point, so I mean, in a pinch, would it work? It's got decent length on it, but I guess it could just for holding something in place, depending on. Would be better, of course, and put this thing in a vise. But I already did all of that. I already torqued it down. So I grabbed this one. I said, okay. Now, the next one I tried was the everybody's favorite. You can call it by Mountain, Icon, and a bunch of different ones. Was this spline drive. This is the spline drive, but this one is, stamped Icon. Mountain makes them, a couple other brands make them. So I tried this one. I said, let's see how this one fits. And it just cleared. It just even got a little space, but it just cleared. I don't know if you can see that. Forgive me, I'm always making videos on my phone. I don't have a GoPro. But if you can see the light of day right there, it just cleared it. Just cleared it. So I said, okay, this ratcheting, and this one with the offset, it worked. So then, after that one, I said, let me grab the Overdrive, Craftsman Overdrive 6 point. So I grabbed the Craftsman Overdrive 6 point. I said, you know what? I'd feel a little bit better with something like this here. Especially if you have it. It's one thing you don't have it, but 6 point in this situation. See, yeah. Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. But the downfall is that you don't have enough, a whole lot of length. So I'd probably use a wrench extender with this, to hold it in place or whatnot while I'm, getting things tight. But as far as fitment, she's on there. Nice fitment. Now, the last one I tried was the V series. And I still say this is a nice wrench, and I wish that the set was complete, but I do hear that Capri Tools is coming out with their version, and I think I'm going to get that set. It should probably be already about out now. You guys might want to check that out. So, look at that. And it even holds itself on there. That's just, you can't ask for much more than that. You really can't. And it's nice and snug too. I'm gonna turn it around the other way and see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can't ask for much more than that. You really can't. That's beautiful. So I end up using this one. Feels good in the hand. I just wish it was a complete set. Another thing I wish it had was an offset on this end. That would have really, really sealed the deal. But Tekton new set, I believe, has the offset on the ratchet end too. So I will definitely be getting those. Definitely. But yeah, so I ended up using that along with my Quinn torque wrench. Took her all the way to 102 foot-pounds. And this wrench right here really made the day. Can't say nothing bad about it. And the overdrives, like I said, they 6-point. This is one of them situations where you would love a 6-point. Really, you can't beat it in this situation right here. So they definitely saved the day. But another thing I want to let you guys know, I had a situation very recently. After messing with this rear end, I just cleaned it up and sprayed it down with a little paint, still drying. Then I'm gonna put the gears in and get it back in the car. But what I wanted to else to let you guys know, I had a situation with the Pontiac where I went to start it, and it's been sitting, all winter. And I fired the car up, and I noticed that it was running funny, in the sense that almost like it had a misfire, if you will. So I said, wait a minute, why is it acting like this? What's going on? So I started checking some things out. I come over here to this area and I started smelling gas. And I said, where's the gas coming from? So I'm looking all over, and couldn't quite pinpoint it. Didn't see any major leaks, anything like that. And the fuel pressure was fine. It was at 6. It wasn't fluctuating or anything like that. Nothing strange going on. So then I'm looking at the carburetor. I said, well, maybe it's the carburetor out of adjustment or something. Maybe, from sitting, something got stuck, or it's a brand new fuel filter. And that fuel filter was just put on here before it sat all winter. So as the car's running, it's heating up and whatnot. It started to get a little better, but I noticed after you hit the gas that it wouldn't idle down like it was supposed to. It's kind of like it lingered a little bit, if you will, like something was hanging it up, so to speak. So I'm looking around at the linkages and everything, and I'm like, well, what in the world's going on? It was running fine before I parked it. There was nothing wrong. And I get back over here, and just down here by my fuel pressure regulator, I saw just a hint of looked like what could have been, gas or whatever, fluid or something. So stuck my finger down there and did this little sniff test, and I'm still smelling a hint of gas. I said, okay, that's where it's coming from. So I took off my elbow, and I looked inside, and I saw some brown, sticky substance that looked something like Dexcool. When Dexcool gets old, like the coolant Dexcool, it gets old, it gets broken down, brown, almost like a brownish clay color. So I took my pick and I scraped out the inside just to see, what I can get out of there. I'm shining a light down in it, and I'm looking around. It was pretty clear, but it was still had this brownish tint to it. So I'm like, what in the world is this? So as I'm scraping, got the chunk to come out, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what the hell is this? It smelled like gas, but it was gummy, almost like gummy, like something was in the fuel. So I'm like, oh, what the hell? Long story short, come to find out, the ethanol that was in the gas at the gas station that I use, from your vehicle sitting like that, it separated itself and it's sitting at the bottom of the pan. And then last time I rode the car, I didn't put gas in it, so it's kind of low on gas, not out or E or nothing like that. It's just low, but the ethanol separated itself. So I'm like, well, what in the world is going on? So I was talking to a few people. They said, you got to get some ethanol cleaner to put in there to hopefully clear that up. If not, I'm going to have to take this tank down and either clean it or replace it, and possibly replace the lines too, because that stuff, that ethanol, when it sits like that, when it breaks down, it'll corrode the whole system and mess your engine up. And I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I'm not a chemist. But what I did do, picked up some conditioner, so next nice day, I'll let you guys know when I get it out. Maybe I'll do a video on that and put the conditioner in it, get it circulated, run it, and see if it clears it up. I hope it does, because like this motor ain't even got 1,000 miles on it. It's got about 700 and some change. And I'm not trying to have my motor gummed up because somebody has bad fuel. And I only put 93 in this car. I don't use regular. I don't use 89. 93 only. So go figure. But I did find out that the gas station I did go to did shut their pumps down and had some type of something going down there, guys in suits and yellow lights flashing. So something went on. But by this time, so much time had went by that I missed it, because there was a lot of complaints, come to find out, and people were having issues with their cars. So I got to get to the bottom of this and figure out what am I going to do. I don't know how much that stuff is in there or what it looks like down in the tank. I'm going to have to get down in there and see. That's the only thing I can do at this point. Put some cleaner in there and hopefully it'll flush out all that stuff. Just send it out the tailpipe, hopefully. But that's what I got for you guys right now. That's what I've been up to. And sorry to go on that little rant, but that's what it is. And yeah, good to have options on the wrenches. So I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll reply to many comments as I can. So, you guys got any questions? Please leave them in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good one.